So I spent $35 at Sephora and I got the new Charlotte Tilbury Concealer in a mini. This is for free. So I'm so excited because I've noticed that you can get the mini one on the actual Sephora website. I was debating whether to pick this up. I love Charlotte Tilbury and I'm happy I have this for free in a mini size. And I'm going to review this for you guys and let you know my thoughts on the new concealer. So if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe down below. It would mean so much to me. And let's get started. So I have nothing on my face, just sunscreen. So I'm going to quickly apply the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter on the highest points of my face just for extra hydration. I'm so excited when I saw this concealer that I was able to get it in a mini because I have so many concealers and I don't go through them fast because I have so many, right? And I think a mini size is just perfect to kind of get your thoughts on the product and also finish it eventually. Okay, so for foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Clinique Even Better Glow Foundation. This is in the shade Ivory. So I'm gonna have a timestamp down below on when I start applying the concealer in case you just wanna see how it looks underneath the eye area. And in the meantime, if you love to see me apply my foundation, then keep watching. This foundation is beautiful. I definitely recommend this one by Clinique. I love it. It never lets me down and it's very hydrating. Let's get into the concealer now. Now, this concealer, this is what the packaging looks like. And it's supposed to be a medium buildable coverage concealer. I picked mine in the shade 4. Oh, it's so pretty. There it is. It's the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. Retails for $42. This is Canadian. Has medium coverage. It's good for dark circles. It's good for dry, combo, and normal skin. It's long wearing, waterproof, and 16-hour wear. So I'm excited. I'm gonna show you the shade. I really hope. Oh yeah, this looks beautiful. Look at that. That's a nice shade. I think it's very brightening. Let's see if it oxidizes. But I'm gonna compare it to some others here so you guys can see. Okay, so here is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Concealer in the shade 4 Fair. You can see that after leaving it on the hand, it turns a little bit pink. Now here I have, and again this retails for $42. Next to it I have the Too Faced concealer. This is $34 concealer. It has a natural finish. It's a medium coverage and long wearing as well, also waterproof, and this is in vanilla wafer. The next one is the Kosas concealer and this retails for $37. And you can see it's a little bit more yellow. This is in the shade 02. And this is good for normal, dry, and combo and oily skin. And also good for dark circles and acne. And it's again medium coverage and has a radiant finish. So all these concealers I've chosen to compare it to are medium coverage. So you guys can have an idea. Now the next one is the Bobbi Brown concealer, the one in the stick. Right there. This retails for $40. It's in the shade Ivory and again medium coverage. It has a natural finish. It's long wearing up to 24 hours and it's good for dark spots and dark circles. And my last one is the Nars one, the Nars Radiant Concealer. This retails for $40. Again, has medium coverage and it's good for dark circles, also long lasting, and wears up to 16 hours. Okay, so we've had this concealer on the hand for about, I don't know, about 10 minutes now. And let's see. It has not dried down. It's very hydrating and has enough coverage. And when you blend it, that pinkiness that you saw, let me swatch it again beside it. It has gone away. So when you first swatch it, it looks like this and it kind of turned pinkish after, and then when you blend it, it turns like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and apply this underneath the eye. Oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited. So let's just apply it. And I'm gonna apply it on top of the eyelids as well. Look, after it sits, you can see that it oxidizes a little bit. You can see that it's turning into that peachy shade, but it's still very nice. It's obviously, I think it helps with any discoloration you have underneath the eye. Yeah, so I'm gonna use a beauty sponge on this side so you can see already. Let me zoom you guys in. How pink it is after letting it sit for a while. So let's go ahead and blend. It still blends very nice. It's not drying. So you have a lot of time to work with. So yeah, let's do this one eye and see. Already great impressions from what I'm seeing. Like, look at this. This side compared to this side. It looks beautiful, hydrating, enough coverage, brightening, and it doesn't have that peach undertone when you put it underneath the eye. This looks so pretty. Okay, so you can see right away how beautiful it looks. I'm loving it. So you can see this side has no concealer at all. And then this side is the one with the concealer underneath the eye and the eyelid. So let's go ahead and apply concealer on this side. And I'm gonna use a brush at first and see how it applies with a brush as well. So I'm gonna use I think this is a Sephora brush, which is very similar to the Rare Beauty concealer brush. And see how it spreads with a brush as well. Beautiful. And then we can go in over with a sponge. So I'm pushing it into the skin. I'm not dragging it. I think this is medium coverage for me for sure. Now let's go in with a sponge. Add a tiny bit more. There. I find that with a sponge, you have a little bit more of an even coverage. Wow, this looks beautiful. Beautiful. What do you guys think? Do you guys have this concealer? Have you bought it? I would love to hear your thoughts, but wow, I'm loving it. This is so beautiful. Very hydrating. It doesn't feel heavy, very brightening. It provides enough coverage. I haven't seen it settle into the fine lines. Yes, you see it on the eyelid, but this is not a problem because the eyelids always crease. But my main concern is underneath the eyes, and I don't see any settling in there. Okay, so for the sake of this video, I have applied concealer underneath my eyes. I normally don't do that. I only apply concealer here and inner corner and kind of blend it. But for the sake of this video, I've applied it underneath the eyes so you guys can see the coverage. And yeah, a little bit I see there, but that's totally normal. So it's nothing nothing huge. You don't see the skin becoming older than it already is. You can see a beautiful coverage, hydration, and from what I'm seeing is that I can actually apply a lesser amount than what I did because it seems like less is better. Yeah, I don't know. I'm loving it. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like it's sitting on my face or transferring heavy into the fine lines. I feel like it's really beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish the rest of my makeup, and I will come back and give you my final thoughts on this concealer, and then we'll see how this has lasted as I'm doing this makeup, and I have to film another video. So I will be right back. Enjoy this intermission. Now the concealer looks beautiful. I don't see creasing. I have not set it with powder because I don't want to set my concealer with powder anymore underneath my eye area. I feel that every concealer gets drier if I do so. So this is without powder underneath the eye. You can see that nothing has settled. Now keep in mind that a little bit goes a long way, so try to put less than what I did. And yeah, my skin is dry and more mature, so yeah, I think it looks beautiful. I'm loving it. Okay, so the rest of the makeup is done. It's been probably 40 minutes. I have filmed another video. In the meantime, I will have a review on the bronzer I'm wearing today on my face. That video will be up. I don't know if it's before or after. But on the eyes, I'm wearing the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in the shade Chocolate Bronze with the Pat McGrath. This is the Statuesque eyeshadow for the transition. My lips is Merit Slip and Morphe lip liner in the shade Honeymoon. And of course, I have Power 28 blush in the shade Power Hour. So let's give you my final thoughts on this concealer. Beautiful concealer. Love the packaging. I think I'm gonna pick up the big version, see how long this lasts, because if this lasts me a long time, then I'm gonna have to wait for the big one. I already have a lot of concealers, but based on the actual formula and how beautiful it looks underneath the eyes, I definitely recommend this product. Now keep in mind, I have dry, mature skin, over 40 skin, and I am not seeing any settling in the fine lines, any major settling. Let me clarify that, because there's always going to be product that sits in there, because I do have some fine lines underneath. So here is very up close, so you guys can see how it looks. I think it looks beautiful. Now, if I were to spread, you do see regular settling underneath those, inside those lines, which I cannot avoid. Every time I put even foundation, if it's a little bit too much, it will eventually just sit there. However, I'm looking for the under eye area not to look more mature than it already is. So that's what I'm looking into a concealer. Hydrating, but also a little bit of coverage and also some brightening. So that's what I prefer in a concealer, and I think that this does all of them. Now, the two main things that I love about this is that it covers dark circles and also it's waterproof. Now, $42 for a concealer. The negative thing is that it's $42. So I gave you my price points on my other concealers that are very similar to this one, and they do the same thing, and some of them are waterproof too. I don't know if it's worth $42. It is Charlotte Tilbury, so you do pay for Charlotte Tilbury, the name. It is a beautiful concealer, there's nothing wrong with it, but $42, I would probably rather spend it on a foundation that I use daily all over the face. However, I'm happy I have this in my collection, so that is up to you and your budget if you would like to spend $42 on it. I'm here to tell you that it looks beautiful. I love it. It's just a very medium coverage, natural, radiant looking concealer that lasts up to 16 hours based on the claims, and it is waterproof. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this review, and let me know your thoughts down below. Did you purchase this one? Are you planning on getting it? What are your thoughts on it? Do you love it? I would love to hear your thoughts. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe down below. It means so much to me, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.